Happy Thursday, peeps. We're coming to you from the Gap, Brisbane, Australia. We are out here to do a termite inspection and pest control treatment. Let's get our gear on and inspection first. Equipment term, click on. Thermal, check. Tapping stick for beating away all those women, check. Yeah, heaps. Stanley knife, check. Ladder, check. Let's get started. So when I do my inspections, I always tend to start on the outside, just because you get to see the pressures of the house. So you can see here, which I have checked all the tree stumps. Now this is a pretty good house actually. They've got electricity box there, so there is a termite sticker. We've actually done a partial treatment here, so we'll keep moving forward. Now, I know you're watching this and thinking, I'd rather be at the ashes. And, you know, you're probably right. But did you see this? Ant capping in really good condition, actually. So we've got our brick wall ant capping here, and there's no signs of rusting. Okay, so here we are. We've got our termite barrier there. You can see the drill holes. And then we've got our timber that's embedded into the pavers. So this is a conducive area. But that barrier is actually protecting the boards. So nothing dangerous on the outside, and if there was dangerous, we've got our barriers. Now we're on the inside, so we're going to check around. The thing I love about this place is it's all exposed, so your brick veneer is exposed. So if anything's going to come up, they're going to come up here, and you're going to see it. And then you've also got your ant capping there, so yeah, she's a solid place. Use the best trusted pest, use the best trusted pest, use the best trusted pest. So underneath, let's get out our trusty torch, carry. So here we're going to make sure we check everything. So you can see along the walls, you've got soil over there, so I'll get in over there. What you're looking for is any mud works going over. Having a good torch is a really good place to start. Boo! Ladder. Time to go in. Well, we'll set this up in the ceiling area. So I have set that up, but I'm going to come back. That's why I like extension ladders. You can lift and move over. This is our service sticker here. You can see I've been coming since 2013, but I think it's actually longer than that. These are the services that we've done, so I'm going to add to it. There we go. 20th 11th 17 inspection, cockroaches and silverfish, so it's inside outside treatment and due next year. Already lost my tapping stick. There it is. If I had $1 for every time I've left this somewhere, I'd be retired. Pretty attractive. How good's the beard game? Beard. With our tapping technique, I like to tap and then rub. Tap and then rub over. Come down. The reason why is because if we tap, we're actually like missing the space in between there. So I tap and a rub. Going back over everything. How good is the bloody wallpaper in this place? Oh, she's old. She's old and green. Our client's favourite spot, the ceiling. You can see the hardwood framing there, so it's quite difficult to get into that section there from a visual perspective. But listen, look at that. That's a beautiful hardwood ceiling. So tick from me. So one thing I'll always do when I'm on site is the report. Now I really think it's important because it keeps it fresh in your mind and also makes that report truly up to date. How good's this filter? I must say this is also another client where I guess budget restrictions are required due to the elderly nature of this client. So, you know, I've really made a point of what we've just needed to protect it and what we can keep on or take what we call a calculated risk with. So this is a great client, but match the client with the budget as well. Pest control time. A great place to treat for prevention is actually across the driveway like so, because you can imagine here in Queensland, cockroaches, ants, they come through, hit that preventative barrier and then flip over and sayonara. But anyway, that's your treatment. along the edges there. Pests communicate through touch. Well, this guy obviously picked the wrong house, didn't he? Silly bugger. So I'm currently out on a deck area and I'm actually going to surface spray the entire wall for prevention. So there are some spiders up here, but also there are actually spiders getting in the little grooves there. So I'm going to actually surface spray that entirely just to ensure nothing comes back. So before I get into the external spray, I actually like to set up my line around the house just so I avoid any accidents, and then also it just gives you that ability to work backwards rather efficiently. Oh, how good's been outside. The birds and the bees, yay. I am your father, Luke. Yeah, woo! Let's spray. I just want to get the point across. I'm not Luke's father. No one's father. Right, peeps. External done. Oh, I'm really happy with how that went. A lot of ants, spiders around the property. So we're going to go around de-webbing now. And yeah, that's job done. So our first spider to come down. Our little de-webbing. Oh, the camera back there. De-webbing of cobwebs. There we go. Some more. Oh, one hand. God, could be a woman. Two things at once. Time to wrap up. Got my broom, de-broomed the house. Love this place actually. Even though it's an older house, it's actually quite well built from a termite perspective, so that is good. And because they've had their consistency with their pest control, they haven't got any major explosions of pests or whatnot. So yeah, A+ to the house and the gap, baby. Just now it's time to pack up.